lost, drifting on the endless ocean of the Amberverse. I'm not sure how long I've been here. After 4 years or so, I stopped keeping track. I no longer sleep. My mind kept awake by the overwhelming sights I've seen here. This new suit has kept me alive. I have night crayon to thank for that. If I ever get out of here, that is. Oh, Lisa, if only I could see you one last time.
Let me help you out.
Hello, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. I mean, you guys have to realize.
Get out of here. Get clap on.
Today we're here to go over part 2 of Beck's Q&A expose on Amber. It's a much shorter video today. It looks like Karina was saving the best for last, but that means it should be pretty juicy. Is Beck just making all this up? Will I ever get a green screen set up? And how would you feel if you were trapped with Amber during COVID? It's up for you to decide. You know, there are a lot of us in the Amberverse. Some of us drive luxury vehicles, and some of us ride on unicycles. Me, I drive a Volvo station wagon, so if you're ready, grab a lasso and wrangle up a girlfriend, and strap in, because we are headed back towards the Amberverse. Working on this editing might take a couple hours. Make some bagels taste sour, then I take a shower.
Here we go again.
Amazon unboxing till it makes me feel better. Then I'll cover up the comments like some stretches in my sweater. Ready? Ain't felt this good since I broke up with Becky. I get my Torrid on, I'm feeling sexy.
It's like a 9.
Miss my pill reminders cause I'm on too many meds. Yeah, I gotta stay in bed, but I'm feeling good. I don't do my taxes, I might need some help. I don't plant a garden, I get lettuce off the shelf. I don't wanna work hard, I just want the clout. I don't like my girlfriend, so I switch them out. I don't wear a seatbelt, it only slows me down. When I order Uber Eats, I gotta have the hash browns. Yeah, I got a couple lawsuits, I had to leave town. I don't have a license, my mom drives me around. Target haul, Torrid haul, don't check the price, I got it. That money stacking up like those calories I count. Part 2 of the Beck Q&A is a much shorter response than the first one, but don't be fooled. It is just as potent. It's like that rattlesnake at the beginning of Holes. Questions in this episode are mostly focused on the end of Amber's and Beck's relationship, so they hit a little harder. Beck talks about being literally trapped with Amber through COVID, and can you just imagine that? Every day, stuck in that apartment with Amber yelling, "Babe!" I don't even want to think about the things she would be yelling for. But without further ado, let's get into part 2 of Beck's savage, barely even human Q&A.
Did she keep you from seeing your mom and family? If not directly, how did she make you feel like you couldn't go see them as much as you wanted? Yeah, she did keep me from seeing my mom and my family a lot of times. She would try to make me feel guilty. She would, even though she would be invited to come with me, she would stay home and then purposely, try to give me a time limit when to be back, or try to make it to where I didn't go at all by making me feel bad for leaving. And then there were times where she completely forbid me from going, especially when my mom was very sick. Even after we got the vaccines, she still was very hesitant about me going anywhere. But yeah, I did feel like I couldn't see my family as often as I was led to believe at the beginning when she told me to quit my job, that I would be able to see my family more.
Let's be honest here, COVID was a shit show for all of us. Personally, I spent a large majority of the COVID lockdowns gardening and trying not to touch anything. I think we were all a little scared, and perhaps rightfully so. That said, I don't think being afraid of getting sick justifies the kind of behavior Amber exhibited. As hard as I can think, I just can't remember a time where I confined my partner to the house over COVID. I think it's clear that Amber was simply using COVID as an excuse to keep Beck around her. Those lockdowns only amplified Amber's possessive behaviors to a whole new level that Beck, frankly, never signed up for.
Some kind of mistake. I didn't sign up for a cage match. Hey!
Making Beck feel bad for going to visit family and straight up forbidding her to see her mom when she was sick. My God, Amber. COVID was bad for everyone, but honestly, for Amber, she loved it. She loved that she could order as much takeout as she wanted. She loved that Beck was confined to the apartment. As long as those lockdowns were in place, Beck was stuck with Amber in the worst way possible.
feel to be replaced by wifey so quickly? Did I know Amber has admitted to talking to wifey before your breakup? What are your thoughts on this? I honestly didn't care that I was replaced so quickly because I was already over her before the breakup even happened. It was like, just whenever I realized that I wanted to break up with her, it was relief. And after we broke up, it was just even more relief. And it was just like, now that the focus is off of me, that's just where I was at with that. And I don't care that she was talking to her before the breakup because it's like, maybe she sensed it wasn't going to last. And I did too. Like, we had no business getting engaged. But, she ordered the rings without me knowing and was like, these are the ones I want you to propose to me with. So I did. And I felt pressured into doing it. I didn't really want to do it. And I don't think she really wanted to do it either. She just wanted to be engaged. Like it wasn't, with me or anything. She just wanted to have that status, if that makes sense.
I think it's pretty funny how Beck explains not caring about Jade moving in. It makes sense. Like, the whole relationship was pretty fake from the start. I'm thinking breaking up with Amber is something like finally quitting a crappy job. And you just feel so much better about yourself not being in that stupid situation anymore.
She doesn't work here anymore. She's a poisonous little viper, and I don't allow people that have an attitude in my restaurant.
Yeah, you can tell it was like that for Beck. And the engagement only added a lot of unnecessary pressure to her because unlike Amber, being engaged actually means something to Beck. I don't doubt for a second that Amber just wanted that engaged status, and that's probably what we're seeing now with Tommy. It's so dumb.
For real.
Would you have taken Rarity and Twinkie, the animals, if I could? Do I miss them? Have you ever seen Amber mistreating them? I would have taken the animals if I could have. We talked about me taking, I think, Rarity at first because we didn't know if she'd be able to take them if she was going to move. But she ended up not moving at the time and not needing me to take one of them. So I didn't really get to. And, it was really hard at first. But, I mean, it's a whole lot better now. And have I seen her mistreat them? No. It's just like, she has a hard time taking care of herself sometimes. Like, I've struggled with that too. There were times that she wasn't taking care of them and it would all fall on me. And then there was that one year where I couldn't take care of myself. So I know they probably weren't being taken care of exactly as they should have been. But other than that, they were never hurt.
Man, that is just unfortunate. At least one of Amber's current animals was that close to getting away from her. That close to freedom.
I'll do it.
I do feel for those animals. They're basically just stuck inside all day. Days-old food overflowing from their bowls. No vet visits. No dog parks. Nothing. I guess it makes sense, though. Amber can barely take care of herself, so how would she take care of those animals? Unfortunately, that's been the question for years now. I wish Twinkie had gone with Beck. The cats have each other at least, but I feel like Twinkie is just alone. That bothers me a little bit. I mean, when was the last time Amber vlogged taking Twinkie to a dog park? Actually, I don't think she's ever taken Twinkie to a dog park.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. That's how I am. I don't mean nothing fine. Dog!
Did I really fake the urologist voicemail call and replace her urologist during one Vlogmas? No, I didn't. I definitely wouldn't do something like that, even if she had begged me to. But I did go back and listen to it, and I think it's very interesting why you guys would think that, because the person does have a similar accent to mine, and that's because that doctor is in the same area that I grew up in, so they've got a similar accent. So but I get why you would think it was weird, because the way it ended too, like, please do not leave a message, like, that was really weird. Have I seen Amber have incidents with me or anyone? No, she didn't. But I always wondered if she had been more mobile, maybe she would have.
About that urologist having a country accent, I will personally vouch for that. This is Kentucky, and we literally all sound like we're talking through a tin can. Good luck ordering anything at KFC here.
Hey, you hold it right there, you little burglar. You get back here, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Also, Beck is not much of an actor, so I don't really believe that she faked that. And lastly, the idea of Amber unable to be physically available due to her being immobile, that is absolutely hilarious. No. You're not gonna hit me with that, you can't laugh at a disability. This is someone trying to attack you, and they are unable to do so because they're too fat. I will laugh at that. I'm sorry, I'm canceled now.
Then leave.
Come on, Daddy, let's go.
Conclusion.
Another day, another dollar for all of us in the Amberverse, and I'm fine with it. I think Beck's new Q&A was certainly an eye-opener in some regards, if not a lot of what we already knew. It's important, though, for these stories to be told and people like Amber to be held accountable, because they certainly won't do it for themselves. Whatever you think about Beck or her new relationship, it's nice to have her back around to oppose Amber in her own way. But hey, that's just my opinion. And with that, we have been teleported out of the Amberverse. Yeah, Amber heard me whenever I mentioned that line about KFC. You can't mention KFC around the Amberverse. And we got the hell out of there. If you look to your right, a very country doctor will be waiting to help you out of the Volvo station wagon to check your vitals, and you'll be back at home safe and sound in no time. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this special episode of You Guys Have to Realize, and remind everyone that these videos are put up for entertainment purposes only. Please do not send any hateful or disparaging remarks to myself or anyone mentioned in these videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.
So many phrases that I should have told her. I'm right here beside her, my hands on her shoulder. I'm watching the rapids back under and over again. It's not a secret that our time is ending. The words on the wall now, so let's stop pretending. And just like my music, I'm lost and forget it again.
Energy. Energy. This is some interesting warm-ups. Lumberjack Tyler here.
Hey, are you ready for the Amberverse?
Oh yeah, now I just gotta do something funny. Let me just go over here to do something funny. That's my favorite joke. Okay, see you guys later. God. Alright, see you guys later.